Okay, take 5. I've already stuffed a few of them up. So we're very excited. We've got our hands on a inverter, a Projecta Pure Sine Wave inverter. We got it from not Ingleburn, Minto. We used to live at Ingleburn at one stage. We got this from Minto, from Tracie's sister who works there, and Graham.
Did we say van line?
I don't know, but we got it from van lines at Minto.
Yeah. And
Tracie's sister works there, but Graham is the guy that knows all about it, and he said this is the one to get. It's not enough to run our air conditioning. If it was over a 2,000 watt one, we would have been able to, but for now, it'll be in the caravan, and when we get a bigger one for the caravan, this one will go in the car. So this is it. I've already installed it. I've already actually done a quick video myself, but I stuffed that up completely because I was by myself. So Tracie's there today to hold the camera. It was quite a relatively easy install for me. I did look online because I've got a dual battery system, 2 batteries, and online they only show you how to hook them up to 1 battery, but I wanted to know how to hook them up to 2 batteries. So we've got 100 here, 100 here, so 100 watts of lithium here, 100 watts of lithium here. So you got your plus and your minus terminals there, your plus and your minus terminals there. So what I did was I put the plus side to the inverter on that battery and the minus one on that battery. So if I've done that wrong, guys, can you let me know in the comments? But that's how I think it would work better, because it would draw off both batteries. As I said, I looked online how to hook one up for 2 batteries and I just couldn't find anything. Okay, so guys, when I did install this, Tracie was at work. The filming is probably not the greatest because I didn't have my sidekick with me, and I didn't use a selfie stick because I couldn't find it. And I've got also got a new phone that I used, and it was focusing in the wrong spots and the right spots, so I've got to figure out how to learn how to use that yet. But anyway, we're going to drop the video in now, and just hope you enjoy it. I did my best, and yeah, just let us know in the comments if you liked it, please.
Anyhow, it's something people can look at and see that it was easy for you.
Oh, it was dead easy to do. Just the filming that I did wasn't the greatest.
Oh, just mention your fuse and stuff. I don't know if you've mentioned it throughout the video.
I think I did. This didn't come with a fuse. So in the instructions it says it needs a 250 watt fuse. So it didn't come with one of those. So I had to go and buy one. And I think that was around $60 extra on top of it. I got a 250 watt fuse and 2 spare fuses as well.
And and you had to buy longer wire.
Oh yeah, it did. It came with wires to hook up to your battery. They were that much too short, so I actually had to go and buy them and make them up myself. So I couldn't buy any longer ones than that. So there it is. There, the Projecta inverter, 1800 watts, as I just said. Okay, so the only thing it didn't come with was a fuse. It has to be a 250 watt fuse, and it didn't come with obviously that's going to go to there, and the other thing's going to go to the battery, and this is going to be your earth. But they didn't have a red one, so I had to get a black one. So obviously a black one's going to go from here to the battery, so I'm going to have to make sure that I do it right. That's the inverter just there. It's quite big actually. I didn't think it was going to be that big. And there's a little remote control, so I don't have to keep opening up the bed. So I'm going to put it under the bed. I looked around. I reckon I'm just going to stick it right along the wall there. Then run the wires down there and out through, and the batteries sit pretty much right under there. So we should have enough lead for that. So I'll just go and get the drill and I'll get started. So I've just marked where I have to drill my holes. So it's going to sit along that wall there, just under the bed. So next we'll see is the inverter sitting there. I just want to say, I actually just use Ryobi stuff, eh? I love Ryobi. I reckon it's good money. Good value for money. So I've already done those ones. I can't hold the phone up while I screw it all in, so hang on a sec. So there it is there, all fitted. And I've just got to wire it up. Wasn't that bad. 4 holes and it's in. Now I've just got to figure out which way to run the wires and where I'm going to put the fuse. So these are my batteries that I actually have to bring the wires through to. And I'm going to have to put a hole just up there somewhere to bring the wires through. So change of plan. If I put the inverter there, the wires aren't going to be long enough to reach the battery. And it says in the instructions, if you get longer leads, it's less I don't know, less power on the inverter, because you know you lose so much power if it leads longer. So I'm going to move it to there, and I should be right. Okay, so I better change the plan here. The ones that actually came with the inverter are these ones, and they're not long enough. So I've had to go to JCar and buy some new leads so I can make them up. So now I'll go back out there and measure it up and see where I can cut and when I've got to solder. Okay, so I've just drilled a hole through there. I've got to put the eyelet onto that to go into there. I've got to run the minus wire. I've just got to run it through there. That's in the corner, no one even sees that. And down through there, which will go down to the battery. And anyone intending on doing this, I would definitely recommend anyone using a fuse. Definitely, whenever you do put a fuse in, it probably should be close to the battery. But I want it inside the caravan. I didn't want it outside in case we go through water. So, yeah. A little bit of a mess here. I've got to tidy up. Got to fill that with silicone. I'm going to run it along there and then straight into the batteries. So what I've done with this one, I've just closed that little hole there so the solder doesn't leak out like the last one. It's not going anywhere, it's good. Nice and tight. Just like I bought one. So I don't know how that video turned out, holding it by myself and doing it, but that's the finished product. It's a little tiny hole up the top there, which I'll get another one out and show you. A little tiny hole right there where you feed all your solder through. I think I did it right. I think that's what it's for. If you stick your cable in there, and you feed all your solder through there, which made a good joint. So then you put your heat shrink around it, and Bob's your uncle. So back inside the van, wires are run, just got to put the little eyelets on inside, then connect all up. So there we are, all done. That's what it looks like, nice and tidy. Bit of heat shrink on the end of it. Plus and the minus, always, as I said before, always run it through a fuse. The fuse probably should be a bit close to the battery, but the battery is literally just under the drill, so it's not that far away. So yeah, so let me just hook it all up. I just can't do it all by myself, unfortunately, because Tracie's not here, and yeah, I've got nothing to hold this camera with. So that's all done inside. Let's put my glasses on so I can actually see properly. Hang on, it's all blurry. That's better. That's all done. The fuse is done. It's all hooked up there. The black one, which is the red one, comes to the positive. And that's the positive side there, it's going out red, we'll go to the battery, and the negative is there, which will go to the negative. I just didn't have a red lead for that one. Okay, just put the cap back on for the fuses. It's all right, it's all done. Just got to go and hook it up on the other side, tie the wires up, and all my crap. So I wired the plus one up to that battery, and the minus one up to that battery, so it's getting an even draw. Okay, so the moment of truth. There we go. Look at that, reaching 13.7. I've got to go find something to plug it into, and then my other dilemma is, where am I going to put the remote switch? So I'm just going to go grab something to plug in to see if it works, and then we'll worry about that in a minute. Okay, so I've just found an old work light from my apprentice mechanic days, and I'm just going to plug that in to see if that works. Okay, let's go. Whoa! Look at that, we have an inverter. Now, as I say, guys, always put a fuse in. Whatever you do, any electrical stuff at all, just put a fuse in. Look at that, beautiful. Well, Tracie will be happy. Okay, I'll leave it there for a second until I figure out where to put the extension inverter switch thingamajiggy. Okay, so all I can see with this is you plug that into there. Let's see if it works. So if I press that button, look at that. Booyah! Now I've just got to mount it somewhere and hope Tracie likes where I've mounted it. Okay, let's turn it off. Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's see where I can mount it. Starting to look good. There's the plug down there, out of the way. Don't have to run any wires up any walls. And there's the inverter. So the only thing I've got to decide now is where to put the hole for the extension cord to run through. Because we haven't got it running through the mains of the caravan just yet, which we will do eventually. So I think probably just down low down here. Yeah, I think my battery's flat. Okay. That's hot. Okay, I'll go get a battery. Okay, I'm back with a bigger battery. Uh-oh, what's going on? I think I've fried my Ryobi. Okay, so I'm back with a 5 amp battery. Okay, so there we go this time. Oh, that's better. Just amazes me when you use a 5 amp battery compared to a 2 amp battery, how much more power you have. Anyway, so let me turn it around. So that's the hole we have. Right, there's where we plug. Run the power point, run the power cord through there, straight in there, and now all I've got to do is just vacuum up all this mess before Tracie sees it. Otherwise, I will be in big trouble. So that's it, pretty much all done. That's the inverter. So I'm going to come back here, I'll press the button. I don't know if you can see that, the little green light has come on. Down there, it's the inverter working. How good is that? Finally got an inverter. And just one last thing, when you come in the van, that's really all you see, is that. I think I've been in a good spot, it's out the way. I didn't have to run any wires to any hard spots. So yeah, that's pretty much it. When you're cleaning up, make sure the door on the bottom of the bloody Dyson doesn't come undone. Otherwise you'll have all this mess to clean up. Jesus. So that's the end of the install. I hope you guys liked it. I tried searching YouTube for any half decent videos on it, but I couldn't find anything. So, but all I say is when you hook it up, just always run a fuse. The fuse didn't come with it. I had to actually buy that separate. And also I've got two 100 watt lithium batteries, so I put the plus on one of the batteries and the minus on the other side of the battery, so two separate batteries, so one on one battery and one on the other battery, and I think they'll give it an even draw. If I've done that wrong, can you guys tell me in the comments, because I've never really done this before. I just assume that be the way you do it. The instructions weren't really that helpful, apart from they said you should run a fuse. So if you've made it this far, guys, thanks. Give us a like, subscribe, and all that stuff. So yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. So when I installed it, I don't remember what you said. Say that again. We got it from Van Lines at Ingleburn.
No, Minto.
Minto, I mean. I keep saying Ingleburn.
Minto, New South Wales.
We used to live in Ingleburn.